Hello, good people, wherever you are on our wonderful world. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel on 3D Topics. The software I'm using is Freecad. Let me see what version I'm using. Hold on for a minute. I'm gonna get my little programs up here working. What version of Freecad am I using? I'm using version right here 0.20.2. So it's not even the first release yet. So since it's not the official first release yet, you know it's gonna be errors in here. Today I want to talk about a common error that beginners face. So if you're advanced in Freecad, this channel is not for you because as an error or some mishap every new beginner will face. Now I face it myself because I'm still a beginner to Freecad. I've only been using it for several months. But the more you use it, the more you get adjusted to it. So let me go into my little thing I'm making. And step one, you see it's not that simple box shape. I'm trying to make something. You don't need to know what I'm making, but I'm making something. When you're making something, that's when your error is going to appear. If you're making a cube, a simple that simple in the sketch of the simple cube, a simple hexagon, a simple circle, there's no error with that. When you start making something, even in normal life, when you start making something somewhat complex, because it is complex, it's a cube, but I've cut into the cube, so it's a little bit more complex. So we're going to go into the error. If I can get into the view that I want to get into, that I was facing with this Freecad stuff. Okay, here it is right here. Let me see if I can rotate it the way I want. And I put it on a slight angle. Yeah, like that. So that's good. The error that I was facing in this section right here. Right here. With that little groove. I'm going to show you right now what the error is. Let me expand my sketch, those windows some more so I can see everything I need. Expand it some more. And you can see it's not simple. I know I didn't give it a name. I should have given it a name. I'm going to give it a name because I'm going to save this because this is something I'm actually working on. Wife holder. Just dealing with her. So you see it's not the simple cube. I got a pad in here. I got a pocket, another pad, and another pocket. So it's not simple. It's still simple, but it's not super simple. Like I said, my main confusion, I wanted to take this little groove right here and stretch it back to right here. And all of this little stuff right here, this little groove will be, filling up in this little area right here. That's what I wanted to do. So we're going to get into it now and what error caused it. What's the error? Alright, so here's my sketch. You see right here, my sketch is a lot longer than what we just now saw. My sketch nearly extends to the back part, way back here. That's where my sketch at. Now when we go back to the normal view, it's going to completely different. See, it's completely different. My little arrow. It's completely different. It stopped roughly a fourth of the way in. I wanted to go 3/4 down. Let's take a look at it again. See, more than 3/4 down. You can say about 80 or 90% down. So let's go into what is causing this error. So, first thing I did was say, to find the error. This is what I did. I kept turning everything off and on. You got me? That's the first thing I did. Turn everything off and on. That's the first. So that's one thing you can have in your repertoire. Turn it off and see where the error is coming at. That's step one. Then step two, you click on the pad. I tried to adjust it right here. Like I can adjust anything I want to. It's like 7, 8, 9. I chose. But it said wire is not closed. That's it. Wire is not closed. And we're gonna see what it means by that. So I went down to my sketcher. Go to my sketcher. Click. Here it is right here. Now, this is wire number 1 and wire number 2. We definitely can see that wire 2, it looks closed. Wire 2 looks like it's closed, and here's how I know it's closed. When I yank on these little handles, you see, it moves everything. Click on them little handles, I know it's closed. Yeah, I know it's closed. So I know number 2 is okay. So logically, number 1. Now, theoretically, it's a straight line, so it's closed. Theoretically. But CAD wants you to always have some type of closed shape like this. It wants a shape like this. Closed. Closed. When it sees a line, that's not a closed object. So it wanted to be like something like this, a closed circle, a closed, I call it rectangle. But a line in and of itself is not closed. So let's see what happens when I get rid of that line. Alright, so, and I had the line there to help me with measurement. I'll give an example of what I meant by that. The line was only there. It's not a part of the thing. It's just to help, because like I said, I'm still new to Freecad, so I don't know if there's no measurement while we're in a sketch. I got to check that out. If it's a measurement tool in Sketcher, someone please let me know. As of now, I only had that line there to give me an idea of this point and that point. That's why I made that little line right there for. So I only use this line right here to give me an idea of this point. Let me see. Let me click on it. Oh, I chose the wrong one. Horizontal. And now I know that horizontal line is roughly 19 millimeters. That's all it was there for. And of course I left it there. But now let's see what happens if I take away that line. Hit delete. Let's close it. Let me go back to my sketcher. Close. Let me go to the pocket. Okay, now it's not working. See, when I checked it out earlier, it was working. Let me go back to Sketcher. So I'm sorry to hold you up, but it's all about learning. Go back to Sketcher. I'm back in here. Oh, I have my shape 10 millimeters. I'll put it back to 5 where it was. Oh, I'll leave just like I had it right here. Just like that. Let's close it. Now it's not working. Let me. Oh, is it off? Oh, yeah, let me see. I did the pocket thing. See? Oh, so it is working. It's working. So we see it right there. It's working. So I wanted to have it go all the way through. But we see, let me click back on this. So it was on a different view. I wanted to go all the way through all. All right, that's it. So it's working. And we see, can I get a better view? I know there's always something with this stuff, man. I wanted to get a better view. Let me go to the side. All right, so we see from the side view is exactly what I wanted. So it was giving me the error about that wireframe. And my learning lesson was you cannot have a line and empty space. That was my error. But the main thing I'm going to let you know, people, when you're making something complex, that's when those errors appear. So that's it for my video about encountering simple errors. So keep that in mind. And the most important thing that you got to remember before I leave. Make sure these things are connected. If they're not completely connected, you're going to get that same wireframe, that wire error that I just now got. Whether it's a line or these points are not connected, you will get that same error. All right, thank you for stopping by, good people, to learn our little lesson about errors in CAD. Till the next time, peace.